Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Mr. Doctor Who Fan 13 video. Now, I am about to start a new series, which is basically where every time I watch a new episode of Doctor Who, I basically just give my reaction and my first impressions on it on YouTube. So, today's edition is going to be of the Snowmen, and I'm going to do this with Series 7 Part 2 onwards as well, so, yeah. So today was the 2012 Christmas special, The Snowmen, written by Stephen Moffat and directed by, I believe it was Snowmen or something. I'm not sure if it was him, but I don't know. It might have been him because I've been watching, because just most of the DVDs I got today, on the back it said directed by Snowmen. It's like he's sort of the main director, I don't know. But, yes, so, first thing I have to say, the new opening titles are freaking epic! Seriously, I love how they've ditched the crappy, opening titles that were in Series 7 Part 1, which is basically it's just a Series 5 and 6 opening titles, only it was, like, you know, it was toned down. That it was darker. I get they were going for the darker tone, but anyway. But I also did like how they in the Series 7 Part 1 opening titles, the writing on like how the names appeared, like Matt Smith, Karen Gilnoff, blah 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 blah. That was a foreshadow for the new opening titles because it's the exact same font in this one. So yeah, but it does suit that writing does suit this one much better though. So I've got to say that. And also, I'm really excited for Series 7 Part 2, yes. So, in case you can't tell by my reaction already, I really enjoyed The Snowmen, actually. I loved how, I actually also really like that twist at the end, but... So, first of all, I'm going to go over my good points about it. My good point is, I adored Matt Smith's acting in that episode. That episode was amazing with Matt Smith. I mean, this was his big chance to show that he can play the more, you know, depressing, darker tone the Doctor, and he really showed it in his performance in this episode. It was really good. Jenna Louise-Coleman is a great actress as well. Now, despite that, in the Asylum of the Daleks, she was a good actress, but her character Oswin was, you know, quite obnoxious and whatnot, but she's better than Rose Tyler. I must admit, she's better than Rose. So, yeah. Rose was just a bit shit and overrated. I don't understand why people like her, sorry, going off topic again. But yeah, right. So, anyway. So, Jenna Louise-Coleman, I really loved her acting as Clara. Obviously, I've seen her acting Doctor Who before in Asylum of the Daleks, which, as crap as that episode was, I did like her acting in that one. Speaking of which, I watched that today, just because, I don't know why, I just felt like watching it today. Giving it a rewatch, because I really want to give Asylum of the Daleks a rewatch, and I watched it and I hated it. But I loved Jenna Louise-Coleman's acting in it, sorry. I loved Jenna Louise-Coleman's acting in Asylum of the Daleks, and I loved it in The Snowmen. But one problem I had though with this story was the Snowmen themselves. I felt as though they were quite underused and they could have been used more. And but again, it's sort of like they can only focus on one thing, and that's either the main villains or, you know, the Doctor, you know, just coming back. And they sort of did this as like a reboot to Doctor Who, what with the new opening titles, new TARDIS, whatnot, and also the new TARDIS. I like how they're trying to make it look futuristic. I just like the futuristic look, but to be honest, I do not like it as much as I liked the other TARDIS, the last one. Because, well, the thing is, nothing has changed on the outside, but in case you haven't seen it, on the inside it's all like big, shining silver steel. I get that. Now, I like how they're doing that. I like that they're trying to go into the next generation with a futuristic look. I like how they're moving Doctor Who forward into the next generation now. I just love it. So, yeah, but one thing again, I just don't think it looks as cool as the last TARDIS interior. But yeah, but the outside is exactly the same though, so yeah, no complaints about that. So I think the only final thing that's worth pointing out, I think, is because I am excited for Series 7 Part 2 because of the trailer. I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait to see where Stephen Moffat is going to go with this. But there's just one slight problem. By the way, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Might as well mention that now because at the end, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Right. Spoiler alert. At the end, Clara dies. Yes, she dies. Which I certainly wasn't expecting. I was expecting her to go off with the Doctor. And the twist, there's also this twist in the end, which I actually really like that Stephen Moffat added in there. Clara and Oswin from Asylum of the Daleks are the same person. Her full name is Clara Oswin Oswald. Oswin is her middle name. So that's why she used it in Asylum of the Daleks. So yeah, I really like that they have that in there, that little twist. It's kind of like how they did with River Song when they named Amy and Rory's baby Melody Pond, and you know, Melody and Song and River and Pond. I just thought that was a really cool idea. I cannot wait to see where Stephen Moffat is going with this new thing. It's sort of like, but there's just one thing though. One thing. Please, Stephen Moffat, I beg you, do not cock this up. Because with River Song's reveal in Series 6, because you're trying this again, I get that, with Series 7, with Clara, sorry, I'm used to calling her Rosalind, I need to get used to Clara. With Clara, but you see, that was the main problem with Series 6. The final big reveal of River Song for me was very anticlimactic, and a lot of Whovians would agree with that. It just felt rushed in the end, and all that build-up, like all the build-up and everything was just so good. It made you so excited for the Series 6 finale, and it came. And it just did not exceed expectations at all. It was just so disappointing. Hopefully Clara doesn't suffer the same fate as River did. I hope she doesn't, because I really hope she doesn't, because if she does, then I'll be really pissed off, because I don't know, I'm how to explain it, hang on, I'm trying to process what I'm going to say. Let's see, I just hope Stephen Moffat doesn't cock this up like he did with River Song, because I really think that Stephen Moffat has been doing a really good job lately. I actually think he's redeemed himself. Because from the Wedding River Song, and maybe Let's Kill Hitler, all the way to Asylum of the Daleks, he has been coming out with a load of crap stories, I think. But The Angels Take Manhattan came, and he wrote a good story there. He started to redeem himself, and then he proved that he had redeemed himself with the Snowmen. So all I have to say is, welcome back, Stephen Moffat. I really hope to see good stories come from you in Series 7 Part 2. Because if you go back to what you did, you know, with the Wedding River Song, Asylum of the Daleks and all that, I don't know. Well, Stephen Moffat, I think you deserve a big round of applause. You didn't cock up The Angels Take Manhattan, nor did you cock up The Snowmen, like you did with your previous 3 stories, and maybe 4. I need to give Let's Kill Hitler a rewatch, but, yes, so, that's going to be it for now. Mrdoctorwhofan13 saying word out. I hope you enjoyed this new series of videos. I really enjoyed the Snowmen. I cannot wait for Series 7 Part 2. I am so freaking excited. And Stephen Moffat, it looks like you're going back to your old roots, which is what I like. So, we no longer have to look back to from the empty child on all the way to A Good Man Goes to War for Good Stories now. Sorry, that made no sense. So, yeah. Word out, and peace. Respect to you, Stephen Moffat. It looks like you're coming back with a bang.